Hi, Jay Cavness with the Asbestos Institute. We're out here in Oro Valley, Arizona to take a minute to talk about OSHA training for asbestos work in the construction standard. Now, OSHA requires training for all levels of asbestos work, and they separate out that training into 4 classes of work. The 4 classes are separated by the type of work being done and by the type of material being removed. Class 1 work, the highest risk class of work in the standard, which requires the most training, is defined as removal of TSI or surfacing ACM. What that means in layman's terms is employees are removing things like pipe insulation, HVAC duct insulation, popcorn ceiling texture, or fireproofing out of buildings. And it doesn't matter if they're commercial or residential buildings, the employer is required to have the employees trained at a 32-hour level just to do that work. In addition, all the classes of work in OSHA require a competent person. The training for a competent person for Class 1 work is 40 hours. It's an AHERA contractor supervisor training. Class 2 work under the standard is defined as the removal of asbestos-containing material that is not TSI or surfacing, those high-risk materials that we just talked about. The level of training for Class 2 workers is only 8 hours, but the competent person for Class 2 work is still going to be required to have that 40 hours of training to oversee the removal activity. Class 3 work is specific to facilities maintenance personnel, people that maintain apartment complexes, commercial buildings, and through the course of their maintenance activities, they're maybe required to disturb small amounts of building materials. If those materials contain asbestos, then those maintenance personnel are going to have 16 hours of training to do their work. Now, 16 hours is also the training level for competency for Class 3 work. So those personnel at 16 hours, they're their own competent persons. The only other class of work is Class 4 training, and it's specific to janitors and custodial personnel. It's defined as employees who contact but not disturb ACM. And that level of training is commonly referred to as awareness training. It's only 2 hours. The competency for Class 4 work is the 16-hour maintenance level training. Well, I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions regarding asbestos training, please contact us at the Asbestos Institute.